What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. Episode 45. I know it says 40. I'm still going with 45. We out here live today. Hope y'all having a good time. We out here good. We just started a new fantasy season, and your boy is in the draft. Been making my own picks. We good. Let's go. Let's go.
Look, all I want to say is I can tell Vic's guys, and when he's bidding me up in the auction draft, and I can tell when White Salmon's bidding me up in the auction draft, he's bidding me up on Ted Higgins. What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. I am Dynasty Bro Dot, and I am here to help you with your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. What's good, bro? How you doing over there?
I'm good, man. Usually you alley-oop me or, pick and roll me.
I know, man. I kind of got pissed off because you and White Sam supposed to be my guys, and y'all the only two niggas bid me up. I can tell when y'all guys are out there, and y'all can't tell when I'm going after my guys just off pure sight how many leagues I'm in with you. You're supposed to know that, bro.
Well, first of all, I didn't know your Pokemon name. That's what's throwing me off. But we don't touch on that. It's a Pokemon league.
All right.
My Pokemon is Durant. What's your Pokemon again?
Saladit.
Yeah, you can't even say that shit, bro. So
I can't, but Durant hard. That's a hard ass name.
Yeah, we don't get into all that. But I'm Dynasty Bro Vic, and go ahead, bro. Take it back away.
Yeah, I'll take it back, man. My bad, bro. I just got threw off and then I got threw off because the numbers right here on the screen. Now, how's Avo still fucking that up at this point?
Hey, we trying to help him out, man, but clearly he can't get it right. So.
Read, nigga. That's the good weed. Yeah. Hey, all right. So look, we got a great episode for y'all, man. Last week was a busy week for us. We did our own episode on Tuesday. We went and joined a hangout Thursday. We went and joined another podcast on Wednesday. We had our own party hangout Friday. The draft started Thursday. So it's just a hell of a week, man, last week. But I feel like we were pretty successful, man, involved in a lot of podcast stuff, not just our own stuff, but just we were in the places you needed to be. You feel like we were there, Vic?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was definitely a long week going into the weekend, especially watching the draft and, 3 days of the draft. That can be taxing, but we got through the draft party. So it was cool.
It was taxing. So, yeah. So basically, we got to bounce back. We're going to talk the first round today, man, because we've seen a lot of good key skill players go in the first round, man. Seen a few surprises. I know everybody is. I can't wait to talk about this one skill player. The first running back and the only running back in the first round. I ain't gonna say no names, but it was a pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure they threw a curveball in everybody's startup drafts and ADPs and all of that. So we are going to talk some draft. Some after draft. We did pre-draft talk, so I'm excited about that. I'm pretty sure Vic got some what's the word. I ain't got no injuries. I don't know. And we might have a flag on the play. So we'll see how that goes.
I don't know how that go, but it's whatever. Yeah, man. All right, let's get to it, bro. So you want to dive right into the rest of the word since we lost DJ Avo. But it's all good.
Avo. I did a drop for him.
He fucking up, man. But let's get to the what's the word, man. So shout out to Sports Center, man. So of course, coming off the draft weekend, they just held a virtual draft. A lot of guys got picked. Shout out to you guys. Looking forward to watching these future stars dominate and take over in the NFL. But this past weekend, I was on Twitter and on the Sports Center page, Gronk and Venus were doing some workouts. So pretty much Gronk had a Super Bowl trophy, and then Venus had her one of her U.S. Open trophies. They're doing some squats, kind of using it as a dumbbell. So check that out if you're interested in that. And then, of course, we know Tom Brady. He just got traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he was scheduled to meet with new offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich, and he walked into the wrong house. He had bags in his hand and everything. So imagine being in your house, chilling in the living room. Tom Brady walks in, drops his bags and shot because he walked into the wrong house.
Hey, before y'all come in, my bro, we know he didn't get traded. He walked. So you try to come at Vic, don't try to correct my nigga. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. My bad. He did walk, so with the decision. But
these Twitter guys are, bro.
Yeah, man. And these Pokemon guys, man.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. But shout out to NFL update. So my sports update, that's on Twitter. That's where I caught that. And then, of course, with the combine going on, Jerry Jeudy had a little issue, man. Some teams were concerned with his, previous injury with his knee. So he actually had to get a doctor's note showing that he was good, at least at this point, and he didn't require any treatment. So he literally had to get a doctor's note and pass it off to all the different organizations, showing that he was cleared to play.
Damn, man. That
Yeah.
You know what though? That's still my guy though, man. And we'll talk about that. I'm not going to elaborate, but that's still my guy, man. I still like his talent. Shout out to my guy for getting a doctor's note, like he's trying to skip school for a day.
Hey, Avo, Damon's on your head, bro. You said that's the East Side internet, man.
Damn.
It's real shit because now I can't hear that.
Oh my gosh. Well,
it's cool, bro. We're gonna keep rocking.
Avo. And if you don't know, Avo helps install internet. He helps install internet as a side hustle. And he has the worst internet out of anybody I know. So I don't know if you should hit him up for that side hustle. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Well, hey, we're gonna keep pushing, bro. So fuck what you got going on over there, Avo. Hopefully you
Goofy style, good ass video, badass audio ass, nigga.
Yeah, bro. Peanut butter, no jelly ass. Anyways, let's keep it moving, man. So clearly Jerry Judy's knee is good, and I'm sure you've seen him play. Like when he run routes, he kind of cuts hard. So I don't know if that plays into it. That's a concern. But he got a TikTok video with the commissioner, Roger Goodell. So clearly his knee is good. So I didn't see the TikTok yet, but it's out there.
I seen it, bro.
So what were they doing? What dance were they doing?
I don't remember the dance they was doing. I watched it, and the commissioner was doing such a bad job. I really just didn't pay no mind like that. I caught it on the fly, and really when I seen it side by side, I didn't even know it was like an authentic video between both of them. I thought it was one of them comparison type videos they be doing, like who did it better. I didn't know it was actually both of them doing it together side by side. So I should have paid a little bit more attention.
All right, I'm going to go catch that a little bit later. And then the last thing we got for the What's the Word before we get into these flags, shout out to Bleacher Report. So they actually posted a clip. Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. He was out in Oakland giving out masks. So if you guys don't know, Marshawn's from Oakland. So he's always putting on for his city, taking care of the town. So yeah, check out that clip. He's riding around on a golf cart, and passing out masks, man. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you never know, man. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Marshawn ends up as the mayor of Oakland one day.
People gonna fuck with him, man. They love that man out there, man. He deserve it too, bro. And he got who gave the better answers during interviews, him or Belichick?
Man.
You know, I was gonna say Belichick did. You was ready to just give it to Marshawn.
I was, man. Hey, Bill is funny as hell, man. Like, man.
Okay, player is Marshawn. Who's better, Belichick or Popovich?
Damn, bro. We beefing? What's going on, man? Hey, I don't know.
Nigga can't even answer.
I can't, bro. Like that's like neck and neck, bro. Like, man, hey, that's tough. I'm not even gonna answer, man.
All right, man. We'll just lay top two. Fuck.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Let me off the hook. Now he coming in with
the stupid video.
Hey, whatever, man. Let's get to these flags. So, hey, this first flag on the DJ Avo. You can't get it set up right. Sideways, he can hear me, then he can't hear me, then he leave, then he can't hear Dot, then he can hear me. He come back in with a stupid sideways video. So that's my first flag. Hey Dot, you got a flag, man?
The second flag go to Avo for his stupid ass.
Stupid setup, man.
Hey, it would have been funny if his audio was working right now, but he had the dumb setup and couldn't fix it. That would be funny right now. We can't even get no drops, man.
Now he's on mute. So whatever, man. So that's the first and second and third flag. You got any more flags, Dot?
Nah, man. Not right now, man. Not right now, bro. What about you?
Yeah, my other flag goes to the NFL production team. I don't know who put this together, but if you were like watching the drafts, of course, when people got drafted, they were showing up the player cards and, giving their little backstory as far as, where they come from and stuff like that. And, T. Higgins, he got drafted. So, of course, they highlight hometown, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And then, they're showing he's a finalist for, Mr. Tennessee in terms of basketball. And then at the bottom, another fact was Mom Camilla fought drug addiction for 16 years. So I'm like, all the backstories and facts you can give, that was, the fact that they chose to throw up there when he got drafted on his day. Then, of course, like Quintez Cephas from Wisconsin. Of course, he got charged with sexually assault, allegedly. So I'm going to just say that because I don't know the full story. So I'm not going to, say that's what happened. I don't know. But pretty much then they threw out there, found not guilty on the charge. So if guys found not guilty, highlighting all that. So my flag go to the NFL production virtual team. You got all these guys that went through the draft. Everybody has a family. Everybody has a story. I'm sure you can pull up dirt on everybody. So I just didn't see why they chose to highlight those key facts or history incidents. So
you know why.
We're going to call it.
It is what it is.
Politics. How you spell politics? Is that the safe way we're going to say it?
Yeah, bro. Politics. But yeah, man, that was some good flags on the plays, man. I really enjoyed the flag on the play you just gave, bro. They deserve that shit. That's trash, bro. Let a motherfucker enjoy their day without having to have that flashed. And that's a memory that's gonna be forever. The first ever draft that went this way. That's the thing that popped up as you was on the screen and sharing your moment with the rest of the world, bro. That's trash.
Yeah,
trash. So, oh well, man.
What's up, Tom? Yeah,
Marshawn. I really like this shit, bro. How the flag on the play. I like how this flag on the play is popped on the thing, bro. I like that a lot, for real.
Good shit, man. And shout out to Tom, man. He put in the comments that Marshawn knows how to drive a golf cart, man. Clearly he does, man. He be whipping it, man. So he took over that golf cart back in his California Berkeley days, man, with the Bears.
Fuck it, Marshawn.
All right, man. Hey, before we get into this main segment, the main topic, bro, where can they follow you at, man?
Hey, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro on the gram and on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow our main page at Dynasty Bros FF. And my guy's not on here right now, but you can follow him at DJ LXVE. No, DJ Avo LXVE. So DJ Avo Love and Love with an X. And I think you can do that on the gram and on Twitter. Don't quote me. He's not here to do it himself, so fuck him. Yep. What about you, bro? Where can we find you at?
Shout out to DJ Fuck It Up. But you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Vic. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. Follow the Facebook page. So Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. That's where you can catch all the events. So if you missed out on the draft party, we got another event coming up next Friday. We're going to host a comedy show next Friday night. So just look out for the details for that. It's free. So definitely check it out while we're in this quarantine. I know some states are coming out of the quarantine. So, if you got some free time on your hands, look out for that event. And also be sure to subscribe to the podcast. So Dynasty Bros FF, wherever you listen to it at, streaming everywhere. And also we got the YouTube channel too, Dynasty Bros FF. But be sure to review us, rate us, share with all the family and friends. And yeah, man, we appreciate you guys checking us out. And before we get to this main segment, man, we want to shout out Jets Pizza. Shout them out, Dot.
Jets Pizza. Hey, I am definitely, because we've been on the webcam too many times. The city's trying to open back up, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to risk my life, and I'm going to go get some Jets next week, bro. I'm going to go get me a personal for me, myself. I ain't sharing with nobody in the house. I ain't getting in trouble. She don't even listen to this podcast. I'm going to go get a pizza for myself. It's going to be free, but I'm just saying, if you want some good pizza right now while the city is opening back up in Indianapolis, we got 5 locations. If you check the ground, you use that Dynasty Bros FF, call in, get 20% off. That's what you do. Get the greatest pizza in the city, because I'm going to do it. You feel me? So shout out to Jets Pizza, man.
Yep.
They'll jet right to you.
Promo code Bros FF. I try to sneak in a gummy worm, bro, but yeah, man. I'm still chewing on that. Pause.
I ain't see you eat it, but I just see you chewing it, and I'm like, what the fuck this nigga eating? So shout out to you, bro.
All right, bro. We ready for this main topic. We excited, man. The draft just took place. I mean, I called you earlier. I just couldn't wait to get into this, man. So much happened. So let's get into the draft recap, man. So we're going to talk about day one. Pretty much, we just want to take it day by day. And what we're going to do with this is pretty much just walk through, like the main picks as it relates to offense. So, your quarterbacks, your receivers, and running backs. We didn't have no tight ends go. DJ will try and get back in. I guess I'll let him in.
Oh, DJ, fuck it up.
Come on, man. I had to go get the wire headphones. Hopefully y'all can hear me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can. Can you hear everybody? That's the real question.
Yep. I can hear Die. We good. Come on, man. I had to kick it old school a little bit.
Bootleg ass AirPods you had.
This what happens when you skip pre-production and test runs and shit, man. So
stupid
niggas, man. Whatever, man. We out here. So we basically want to break down, day one. What does it mean to the teams, that they drafted? And then also, how does that translate to fantasy football? I know a lot of people say, your championships in fantasy aren't run at the draft, but I will say 65% of your league is won at the draft, because at that point, to me, you got the 65 at the draft. That's your foundation. And then your other 20% is your free agency moves throughout the season. Like guys get hurt, guys get traded. And then what's the math right there? 85%. So then that leaves you with the 15. I mean, I would say the 15% is like the trades, but really I don't want to trade too much. So I might do 1 or 2 trades. So we'll give it the 15% on the trades, but you want to be careful with the trades because you can also trade yourself out the playoffs. So
you missing that little bit of luck, bro. So you
okay. Let me scale that back then.
Didn't add luck in at all.
All right, so fuck it. Let me scale that back. Your
My
trades.
nigga didn't come prepared with his percentages.
I didn't, bro.
Hey, skip back the flag on the play. skip back the flag. Hey, Avo asked me if I got a flag on the play.
Hey, Dot, you got a flag?
Hey, shout out to my co-bro, Dynasty Bro Vic, for coming here with a calculated percentage and just did not have them right, though. So my nigga at 100%. Trying to squeeze some luck in right now. Let's see how lucky he gets squeezed. Where you squeezing luck in at, bro? You at 100% right now.
So check this out. This is what we're gonna do. We still gonna have the draft at 65%. We're gonna scale the we still gonna do the free agency at 20%. So that's 85. We're gonna make the trades 10%. So we're gonna shave 5% off that, and now we at 95. So 5% is luck, because it do takes luck, to win a fantasy championship. So that's that, bro.
That was a whole lot better, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I cleaned it up real quick, man.
Quick, bro. I'm glad to see Avo back.
Hey,
you real for going back to the day one.
We never. That's funny, bro. All right, man.
All right. So look, hey, after we talk about these guys, I would like to ask a couple questions. Like, what was your favorite landing spot, and what do you see from, your most important? Who do you think is probably going to be the rookie of the year in fantasy, basically? So. Well, let's just walk it down, man. You want to go position by position, or you want to go as what they were drafted by?
Yeah, I think we should go in the order, man, that they were drafted, just because that speaks volume.
I bet I ain't never been no bitch ass nigga. Well, let's go with the 101, my guy.
Damn.
All right. But before we kick it off, man, I just want to summarize it. We did have 4 QBs go in the first round, 6 wide receivers, and 1 running back. So. But yeah, we could definitely close it out on the shockers and the surprisers and all that good stuff. Surprisers a word? I don't even know.
Surprisers, kind of shit. If you want to make it one, bro, I'm running with it.
It's a word today.
Don't let these punk ass niggas tell you what's a word, bro.
All right, man, get that off on Scrabble, then we good. Give me the 4 points. I'll take the 4 points. All right, bro, kick it off for us, Dot. What you think, man, about the 101? Tell us who the 101 was and where he went.
All right, so pretty standard and pretty obvious. Everybody just knew that Joe Burrow's going 101 to Cincy. It's been a thing for a long time. If you didn't know, then I don't know what to tell you. You wasn't in the know. So Joe Burrow went the 101 and QB from LSU. You know what, man? It's pretty set in stone, and I didn't think too much of him. I told you that I had my little doubts in the back of my head because he is an older quarterback playing in that senior year and coming out, and they had a pretty magical season, but I really enjoyed, them planting their flag, saying they was taking them up front. They didn't play no games. They didn't entertain any trades and stuff like that. They locked in on them. So I know that had to make them feel good. And they showed that they wanted them. They even went, we're not really talking, but they even gave him some more supporting pieces in this draft on a team that needs a bunch of shit to invest in some other things to help your franchise quarterback that's smart. That speaks volumes to what they want him to be. So I'm excited about it, man. I think that was a good look, bro. What about you? What you think?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised at the pick either. I mean, he's from Ohio, Southeast Ohio, so why not bring in a local guy from that standpoint? And coming out the draft, at least his profile, he's being compared to Kurt Warner, so he's had a hell of a career. So hopefully he can become his own Kurt Warner in a sense, but he definitely has all the tools and the mechanics, to be a Pro Bowl type quarterback. They've helped him out in the draft. Just to give you a little sneak peek, they gave him a top tier wide receiver. So we'll touch on that during day 2. But
your guy, one of your guys.
Yeah, one of my guys. But they got Joe Mixon there, so he's young. I think Joe Mixon's 23, going on being 24. So still got a young running back that's going to be looking to get paid next year. I think they're going to franchise tag him, but. Yeah, really, man. I think it's plug and play for Joe Burrow, so I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty much set in stone. So we rock with that. And then let's switch though. As much as I told you I like what they did with Burrow, we're gonna switch to my favorite quarterback in the draft. Thought he was the most talented, but I understand, man, with the injury scare that he had this year and being banged up years before that too. So, Alabama quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Come on, man. How did I
Worked
do?
for me.
You did good, bro. To a T. That's what I'm gonna call him. To a T.
My nigga, you gotta jump out the window and try it, bro.
You got that, bro.
All right, but nah, Tua
Is his
went
nickname
number.
gonna be Ice T? It's gonna be a corny nickname for him.
He don't look like he'll have a corny nickname. No.
Tua is dope in itself already, bro. If you ask me.
True.
Tua or Hawaiian Punch.
What the hell?
Is that a little? Are we riding the line right now, bro? Is that little?
Was that racist? Blew it.
I got a drop for this.
Flag on the.
No.
You gotta reel that back in, bro.
Just a little bit racist. Just a little bit.
Oh damn, bro. We're gonna call him Tua.
Okay. Well, Miami with the 5th pick took their franchise quarterback to a T.
To a T. I like that. That's
To a
safer,
T.
bro.
Hey, to a T. That actually sounds like a thing.
T.
But nah,
That's hard.
yeah. And you know what's crazy? I don't think they forced anything, man. Me and you talked a few times during the draft sneak peek. We thought at several moments of the draft they were going to take running back. And they could have, but I guess, they had other things that they want to protect their quarterback, man. So they took some linemen and they still had to take some defense. I mean, you got to protect your team too. They got so many picks going forward. Why force a running back? Because next year also has some good running backs coming out. You have 2 receivers that I really like. You have Gesicki there at tight end. And so he has pieces, and you still got to protect him. I don't know if he's going to start right away, and I think that honestly might be better for him. But you also went and traded for Burita, and you brought in Jordan Howard, who we talk about is just a professional. So fuck it, man. You got some guys, and you got some pieces to get them through a good year, even if it's just a half a season. And just with all those picks next year, get them back rolling. So I'm excited, man. I like what they did, and I really like Tua's talent. So, I think Miami's trying to play it the smart way. So
Okay.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, and I did get this landing spot wrong. I had Tua going to the Chargers, so I did have to take a shot. So of course I'll be sure to honor that during our shot bet episode for the 2020 season. But I do like the landing spot. I do like the wide receivers they got there. Devontae Parker, he's solid. He's a big body. Then you also got Preston Williams, who's another big target, athletic. And they still got Albert Wilson, so a shorter, shifty guy. I don't know if they still got what's his name, Jakeem Grant, I believe that's his name.
I don't really know, man, to be honest. I don't know who's under contract still. I gotta look that up.
Okay, but even besides that, they still got Mike Gesicki, so he's an athletic tight end. So bringing in Matt Breida and also Jordan Howard, definitely got some nice pieces. Man, I think he looked good in terms of his injury concerns, like no hip issues or ankle issues. So if he's ready to go, if he comes out of camp, no lingering issues, I think he starts from day one. But if they're concerned, if they roll him out slowly, then that tells me he's still, I guess rehabbing some things or nursing some things. They want to be cautious, and he might not even be rehabbing some things. Maybe they just want to be overly cautious. So curious to see how that play out. But that's definitely going to be something to watch, whether Tua gets to start week 1 or if they roll him out, after Fitzmagic starts hot, and then come week 5, it's time to bring out Tua T. So
that's your set it and forget it guy, bro. I see him week 1 out there bearded up, throwing that motherfucker to Preston again, man. I see that happening, bro.
Yeah.
And I think teams need to start being, just more concerned about their investment. So, I feel like if you need to get another year or, take a half a season to make sure that he's protected, man, ain't nothing wrong with that shit, man. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree, bro. I mean, it's a franchise, so protect your investments.
Yeah. So, but let's talk about this guy. And I am excited about this guy too. And I think the reason why you had him swap, you had the reasons for having them swap. So I kind of projected these two guys going to where they landed. But senior from Oregon, Mr. Justin Herbert, went number 6 to the Chargers, man. And we both talked about this. Like, he naturally walked into a great system with great pieces. Mike Williams, the re-signed Hunter Henry, Keenan Allen is a dog. And then you got Eckler, who's a hell of a catcher out the backfield. Good. The O-line is probably going to need to get some improvement, but the defense is stacked, bro. So at least he's not going to be in a situation where the defense is going to have to fuck him over, and then he's going to have to win games. Now, I think he'll be able to grow, and I think he has a couple pieces that are professionals at this point, some real good veterans that can help him learn the way. So I actually really like where Justin Herbert went too, man. And, going top 6, usually you go into a bad team and don't have nothing that you can be helped with, but I think he got lucky too, going to a Chargers team. So what you think about Justin Herbert, bro?
Yeah, either way, it's a toss-up. Miami or Chargers, they both got pieces in place. So Herbert going out west, I mean, he's an Oregon guy, so that'll be huge for that fan base already on the West Coast. And having Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and Hunter Henry, you still got Austin Eckler, and they drafted a couple more pieces on offense, to fill the depth out with the running back position, also the wide receiver position. So I definitely like it, man. And Herbert, like I said, he runs a 4.6, so he could definitely, make moves outside the pocket. So I expect that Charger offense to be a little bit more dynamic.
True that, man. I'm excited, bro. I just got him in our Pokemon auction draft for $90. I thought that was pretty good. So that was just a side note. All right, so look, let's talk about. Well, let me ask you a question. Did you think? I'll go and say his name. Did you think Henry Ruggs will be the first receiver off the board?
No, I did not, man. That was actually, the biggest surprise for me. So, I mean, that does roll us into the next pick. What pick was Henry Ruggs, and what team did he land at?
Number 12 to the Raiders, and it's such a Raiders pick, man. That's we you know what, we should have sat down. I think we just knew that CD and Judy were like so fucking great that we just locked them in as going early, but we should have kept on looking at that 12 and been like, man, these fucking Raiders are gonna take Henry Ruggs. This is a Henry Ruggs, that's a Raiders kind of pick. And this is how I feel about it. You got a young, fast, explosive guy. I'm not that fond of Derek Carr. Anything happens to Derek Carr, I'm not that fond of Mariota either. But we got to remember, Derek Carr led Amari Cooper to a couple 1,000-yard seasons. He's not the worst quarterback. He's just nothing special. So you put a guy out there that has some skill sets that is going to be hard to really cover all the time. You can take the top off of defense. I think Derek Carr is going to have to get him the ball. He really doesn't have any. He has Darren Waller. I mean, he has Renfro, but, is Renfro really special? So it's like you take that investment on a guy. So I'm just excited to see what he does. Really have no clue what he does, to be honest, at this point. But I'm excited to see what they want to do with him, taking him so early. So I will say that. Don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to be on the field. So what you think, bro?
Yeah, I think Al Davis called in that pick from the grave, bro. So RIP to the great Raiders owner. But Henry Ruggs out of Alabama, 5'11", 188. So in terms of his build, he's like a Marquise Hollywood Brown or Tyreek Hill. Actually, Ruggs is bigger than Hollywood. So
he is Hollywood like 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9" and like 170. So, but of course, like you said, Ruggs is a field stretcher. Curious to see how Gruden schemes him into the offense. And of course, we saw the drive play out going into day 2 and day 3. They got so many options now on that offense. It's almost like, who do you take? Because there are some guys that you may want to consider in that offense too. So we'll touch on that, for like day 2, day 3. But I did not see that coming, so I was definitely shocked to see Henry Ruggs be the first wide receiver off the board.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Do you think Derek Carr can still throw that ball deep, bro? Because he's going to – I think a lot of his production are going to be big plays, but Derek Carr is going to have to be able to get him that ball for them plays to happen.
Yeah, I actually see Ruggs kind of coming across the middle, like underneath, stuff like that, like slants or drags, catch it and go, take it upfield, get vertical. Yeah. So, I don't see Ruggs now unless you just kill him on a nice play action pass, and that's different. And clearly they can do that because they got Josh Jacobs you got to account for. So that could happen, but it's not one of those launch the ball 70 yards downfield like Pat Mahomes. It's second and short, quick play action, corner peeking his head in. Henry Ruggs is lost down the sideline. So
that's what I see, bro. I see that happen a couple times this year. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what they do with him now. So
yep.
we'll see. That's that. You invested that capital, you gotta fucking use them. So all right. The second wide receiver taken at number 15 to the Denver Broncos is his college teammate, Mr. Jerry Jeudy, bro. Like, I didn't know if I seen this landing spot, but this is probably around the area I figured him or CD would be going as the top two receivers, but he still went number 2 as receiver order. Man, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of nervous about Jeudy. I'm not going to spoil. They also drafted another receiver. We'll talk about him on a different episode, but he went to a team that already has Cortland Sutton, who's going to demand his targets. I really think a second-year Noah Fant is going to demand targets too. He was demanding them at the end of the year and start looking like he's going to be very involved in that offense. So I'm excited about those two guys already. The only way Jeudy is going to be involved is he's going to be involved, but the excitement I have for him, if he's going to be involved like that, that just means Drew Lock is going to be one of those top 8 guys this year who's going to be able to keep everybody involved, including Melvin Gordon out the backfield. So we'll see what happens, man. The defense, Denver's defense is usually always pretty good. So if they don't need to put up a lot of points, I don't know what that means for all of the pieces. But if that defense slacks a little bit and people get to scoring points on them, man, I think Drew Lock can take the next step because he has all the pieces he needs around him. So I'm not as excited as I was coming into the NFL draft about Jeudy, but a talent like that, you just never not be overly excited about. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I did it, to your point, I did expect Jeudy to be the second wide receiver taken. So we kind of did see this coming, at least for me. But like you said, Denver ended up, loading up that offense going into day 2 and day 3. Ooh. So let's look at this from a day 1 perspective. Day 1, hell yeah, you're excited because you got Jerry Jeudy playing across Cortland Sutton, and they have a young Noah Fant, and as a tight end, and then they also got Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay. So, but they added in all these pieces throughout the draft. To your point, now I'm at a place where, hey, let me just get the QB, Drew Lock, because he got so many options to the point where it's almost like you can't fuck it up. So if you do fuck it up, that's on you. And then the next guy they bring in, these young wide receivers are going to be sophomores and and juniors going to their 3rd year. So then the next guy's going to be stepping into a nice situation.
True that. I do think
they're going to bring in Cam. They're going to bring in Cam. I'm calling it now.
They are not bringing in Cam, bro. They invested a 1st-round pick in Drew Lock last year. They at least got to play him this year.
Yeah, but that's not a bad call though. If
he ain't getting it done.
The problem is Cam doesn't have a more accurate arm than Drew Lock. So if Drew Lock ain't getting it done with those pieces, I don't think an inaccurate Cam is going to be the one to step in and get those pieces the damn ball. But hey, fair enough. It is what it is. Leadership, I guess. A veteran, a guy that's been to a Super Bowl. So I'm not here to attack Cam. I still draft him late in super flex leagues. So it is what it is.
Hey, in that situation, if Cam couldn't beat him, might as well join him, right? Lost him in the Super Bowl.
Damn.
We'll see though. We'll see though. So KD.
Durant? That's Vic. That's Vic Pokemon player.
We're gonna talk about who we drafted on the Pokemon once we get through these.
Yeah. All right, I'm with that. All right. So let's move on to the guy we figure will be the first receiver taken off the board. Straight from Oklahoma. Been killing it since his freshman year. Mr. CD Lamb. Vic has been taking CD Lamb everywhere he can. We've been in about 3 or 4 different startups. He's been taking CD Lamb anywhere he can. I don't care how early. He planted his flag. That's his fucking guy. We just in a whole startup draft. He just took CD over Amari. I'm pretty sure you took CD Lamb over Amari.
Yep. And I traded up, but I'll tell you, I'm gonna break down that trade for y'all.
You don't need, you can break the trade down, but you don't got to explain why. I fuck with it, bro. You planting your flag on CD, I fuck with it. So, but yeah, CD Lamb went number 17 to the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to Tease, man. Tease is an Oklahoma guy and a Dallas guy. Best of both worlds. This nigga don't know what to do with himself right now. But CeeDee Lamb, dominant ass receiver, man. It's just naturally gifted, dog on the field, can't do shit with him. Kind of threw me off that Dallas took him though, man. You know, they already have Amari. And I'm a bigger fan of Michael Gallup than the average, but with those two receivers already there, I'm like, damn. And I think like you just said with the whole Drew Lock thing, I think you can get to the point where the quarterback is the value. Maybe it just boost up him the most, but I still like CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, Amari is a guy that stays banged up. So if another year goes by with that, CD could take the fuck off in that offense with Dak. I trust that. They got a running back that you have to focus on with an O-line that's not as good as it was years ago, but it's good enough for Dak to make his moves and Zeke. So being another piece in an offense that's probably going to be top 5 in the league this year, you can't go wrong with that, man. So I like it, but like I said with Judy, I'm not all the way overly excited as when I was like, they're going to go someone be a number 1 off top. So still love it though because they're talent, but you know I just got to see it play out. So explain your guy, man. Just get everything you need to say out. Explain why you move up to get him. Explain why you like him so much. Tell me about his landing spot. All of that shit, bro. You can have a CeeDee Lamb rant right now.
Man, the guy dominated with like all these quarterbacks at Oklahoma. So he played with Kyler. He played with Jalen Hurts. Did he play with Baker? I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
So the guy balled out with 3 different quarterbacks, 3 different styles, 3 different calibers. So right there, that's a big sign for me that he can play with anybody. Reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins in that sense. Really, man, I didn't see him fall into the Cowboys. So the Cowboys, got him at 17. I thought Lamb was going to be the first wide receiver off the board, but the Raiders passed on him. And then I just knew he was going to the San Francisco 49ers. And that's because my coach, traded our, 13th pick in the first round to San Fran. So I figured they move up to get an elite wide receiver since they just got rid of Emmanuel Sanders. But instead, the 49ers took a defensive tackle. So based on that, Lamb just, continued to fall throughout the draft. So really, I don't think Dallas even planned on getting him. But if the talent's there, you got to take best player available if he falls to you. And it just works out at this point just because, like you said, Amari, I know they just extended him for 5 years, $100 million, but he has the injury concerns. He's, at least been tagged with not showing up on the road. And then also I know they got Michael Gallup, who's a young up-and-coming talent, but I think Lamb could easily step into that number 2 role and even dominate and be the number 1, even though they just extended Amari. So I like it, man. The reason why I'm trading up to get him because I see the talent. I like the situation. They got Zeke. They got that nice old line. They're going to key in on that. So Lamb just opens it up. So I traded my 4th and 5th round pick in a dynasty startup, super flex, where you play 2 quarterbacks for the 3rd round pick. And that 3rd round pick, first I got AJ Brown, and then later on in the draft in the 3rd round, I got CeeDee Lamb. So I basically gave up my 4th round pick, which is a wash if you think about it. I got the pick twice in the 3rd round. So I gave up my 4th. That's a wash. And I gave the guy my 5th round pick. So my question to you, Dot, would you give up a 5th round pick to draft CeeDee Lamb?
I don't think that's the fair thing to ask. I think the fair thing to put it as is let me go look what those picks ended up being because I already got the shit brought up.
That's a good point.
So I'm going to look at those players. I'm going to look at 2 players around there, and then I'm going to give you an answer in about 6 seconds.
That's cool.
So, hey, Avo, tell me everything you know about CeeDee Lamb while I'm pulling this up.
He has amazing hands. I saw him live on TV.
Pause.
How did he display? How did he display that talent?
Come on, man. The lady with his girl was sitting right there. She reached for the phone. His hands was so quick, and he was on the phone. So, like, he called her out of his peripherals. I think I said that right. Yeah. Grabbed the phone back and gave her the look like, bitch. Like, come on, bro. That's a legendary moment. I knew he was a star when I saw that. I said, yo, he got it. Whatever it is, he got it. And he going to Dallas? Bro, he might be a problem.
Yeah.
He might be a problem. He might be so good. He might be an issue.
You could tell that wasn't the first time that's happened to him, too. That was a reflex, bro. Like, I'm sure you guys might have been in that situation before. I know I have. I don't live that life no more. But, yeah, man, every college kid's probably been in that situation, bro.
So quick.
Whoop. Okay, so do you want to know my honest opinion?
Well, first tell me who did the guy take with the and again, I don't mind getting with the 4th round pick because I got to pick twice in the 3rd. So who did he take in the 5th round?
I know I'm looking at so you 4th and 5th.
Well, the 4th don't. Okay, go ahead. That's cool. I guess you can name the 4th.
It does because it ended up being 2 guys for 1.
I got you.
It ended up being like Galladay and Terry McLaurin for CeeDee Lamb.
In that situation, I'd rather have Lamb. I'm okay with that. I believe in the talent.
Whew.
Of course, now don't get me wrong. Terry McLaurin, Naptown, still rising superstar. I think he's going to be, a nice talent in the league. Galladay, I think we're starting to see his ceiling. So I kind of feel like you knowing, what you're getting out of Galladay. Terry's sky's still the limit. So I'd rather bank on the upside of CD, at least in that offense. So I'm okay with it, man.
You could have had Sutton and Metcalf, or Metcalf and Judy. It don't matter, man. You plant your flag on your guys, and I don't care how much it fucking costs. I say that shit all the time. It feels a whole lot better when you got the guys you like on your team. I just told you I just fucking took quarterbacks early, and I don't like the way my team look, even though I got 2 wins, Drew Lock.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pitch them bitches off. I don't want them on my team. So fuck that shit. You took your CeeDee Lamb, plant your flag on that nigga, and we out here.
Yeah, all right, shout out to Dallas. They had to take him at the end of the day. So.
Yeah. That was the 3rd receiver taken off the board. And then we went on a receiver run. 4th receiver, number 21 to the Eagles, Mr. Jalen Reagor. And you know what, man? This is a guy that can be a fast guy that can work outside in the slot. And I think a healthy Carson Wentz is going to love him, man, because he can be anything you want him to be. He can go, like I say, he can be a number 1 on outside. He's fast enough he's not, I don't know if he's Deshaun Jackson fast, but he's fast enough to take the top off of defense too. I think he's going to be heavily involved, man. So I think he went to an offense with some structure. They know what they want to do, and they're pretty much always productive no matter who they plug in. So I'm excited that they took the investment to go get him. And I think all those pieces are getting younger and younger in that offense with Miles and the backfield. I think Alshon's probably going to be in his last year. Deshaun Jackson probably in his last year. And all those other guys they invested in are not going to play over Jalen after investing in him in the 1st round. The JJ Arcega, Whiteside, Sims. It's just guys that I don't think are going to get that PT. So I like the spot. I like the system because of the organization. I think he has a great quarterback going forward. What you think, Mr. Jalen Reagor?
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's Deshaun Jackson 2.0 in that offense. So he's 5'11", 206, so he's a little bit bigger. So like you said, he could play, on the outside or even in the slot. I believe he ran a 4.4 at the combine, but I think on his pro day or virtual pro day, he ran like a high 4.3. Well, when I say high 4.3, it's closer to the 4.4. Hopefully I said that right. But at the end of the day, he broke the 4.3. So yeah, the speed's there, man. I like it. I wasn't expecting him to go, that early, but I did have him going to I think I had him going to the Eagles or maybe the Packers. But either way, it works. They got another pass catcher, so it's cool.
I like it, man. I'm excited about Jalen. I actually got to land him in a couple of spots. So shout out to him. Like I said, I like the organization a whole lot. So I think I trust what they're doing. So
yeah.
And then right after him, Mr. Justin Jefferson, number 22 to the Vikings. And I feel all kinds of iffy about this. One, if you remember us on an episode with Ryan and we're talking about these skilled players, I actually got to talk about Justin Jefferson. And same thing I said about Burrow, man, kind of nervous about that whole offense, and just the fact that it was like the best offense ever in college. And it's just, I don't know if it was a real thing or if it was just smoke and mirrors. So Mr. Justin Jefferson, man, I guess he's filling in the Stephon Diggs since they traded him to Buffalo Bills. He went to a team that likes to run, first of all, so that's already not a good sign. We've seen games where Kirk Cousins threw the ball 9 times and they won, and it's like they're happy with that W. They'll play like that game by game if they want to. He's playing next to a number 1 receiver, which I know he did in college, but that was a pure throwing offense, so it was enough targets to go around. we all know that Kirk Cousins love Adam Thielen. I think Adam Thielen's going to have another great season, you know, but he's on the older end. So hopefully this is Justin Jefferson's future. But being stuck on a run first offense, man, is never good for anybody. So everything right now is kind of throwing me off and kind of making me not want Justin Jefferson, man. Can you say anything that makes me feel different?
Yeah, man. So of course, like you said, he went to Minnesota. That's a run-heavy offense. I mean, hell, they might even only throw the ball 20 times a game, if that. So maybe they'll creep up to the 25 range. And you know, at least how I anticipate this Justin Jefferson situation playing out. To me, I think this you know, allows him to play in the slot, pretty much what he did at LSU. And then I also see a little bit more of Irv Smith getting involved. He can play that move tight end. That way, this will help Kirk Cousins out in terms of identifying the defense. So if you got Irv split out, because he's basically a big-ass wide receiver, that'll help. That'll let you know if they're in man or zone. So hopefully that'll help Kirk out with the reads. And then if you got Justin Jefferson underneath in the slot, so you're waiting for Thielen to get downfield. If you're taking too long, you can dump it off to Jefferson. So we already know what he can do in the slot. So I like it. I expect Irv Smith Jr. to get more involved here as well. So we're going to see a lot of Thielen. Probably going to see a lot of, well, I'm thinking about the wide receivers, but they call it 22 personnel. So 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. But really what I want to say is 2 wide receivers and 2 tight end sets on the field. So whatever that set is called. But I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I just need them to throw the ball more, man. That was the issue when they had Stephon Diggs and Cousins, man. It was always so inconsistent game by game because we know what their game plan is. Dalvin Cook. All right, so all right, let's go to the number 6 wide receiver taken off the board in the first round. 6 of them, dog. That shit, and it could have been 7. Basically it was 7, but we ain't gonna squeeze that in. Mr. Brandon Ayuk goes to the team that really didn't need anything else but wide receiver. They scooted back, bro. They could have took a lot of different guys.
Yep.
Kept scooting back, adding assets, man. It's smart, man. You know, I feel like this is kind of who they wanted anyway. A guy that's versatile, can do a little bit of everything, because if you have 2 Deebo Samuels on your team, I don't know how the fuck you gonna guard that. So they'll go get a guy that can, you know, catch some quick slants, run out the backfield if they needs to. Just be able to do everything, man. In the Shanahan offense, you need to be able to do everything because that offense is so up tempo and, you know, it's run heavy, but it's like receivers involved in that game too. So I'm excited, man, just because Shanahan is a brilliant mind, and I feel like him planting his flag on Brandon is a good sign, man, because I feel like they got rid of Sanders because they knew they wanted somebody. So it's just, I think this is going to be awesome for him. Don't know how the involvement is going to like result in his yards and everything and his catches, but he's going to be involved. So that makes me excited. I just don't know what that means for like his production, but I still like it though. What about you?
Yeah, this was another guy that shouldn't even be in San Fran. And let me tell you why. So again, like I mentioned before, San Fran traded with my Indianapolis Colts, the 13th round pick. They gave up a defensive tackle and Pro Bowler, Buckner. And I anticipated them to take a wide receiver right there with that 13th spot. But let me tell you what happened. So at the number 7 spot, the Carolina Panthers took Derek Brown, who's a defensive tackle. If Derek Brown didn't go right there, I think the 49ers would have banked on CeeDee Lamb or even Jerry Jeudy, just given pretty much they were still there. But since the Carolina Panthers took Derek Brown and San Fran just gave up a defensive tackle, they got to replace that hole real quick. So they took a defensive tackle with the 14th spot. So if that didn't happen, I think they would have took CD and then Derek Brown, or even who they took at, you know, the 13th spot, Javon, would have failed to where they took Brandon and Ayuk. So again, that's why I keep, you know, at least saying I think Dallas got lucky with CD falling to their lap.
Hell yeah, I fuck with it. So you like the Brandon Ayuk spot?
I guess I did kind of just not even touch on that.
Yeah, I got that shit. I'm like, my nigga said, "Fuck Brandon, nigga. Let's talk about CD." Nigga, the Cowboys is lucky, nigga. The Cowboys locked up, nigga.
Jerry Jones couldn't believe that shit. He had to, you know, stop partying for a second on the yacht and let CD there, grab his ass. Pause. But hey, real talk, I do like Brandon Ayuk. He's a talented guy out of Arizona State. He can do it all. You know, he's even involved in the special teams game. So I like the pick, man. That's a guy I'm definitely targeting in the later, you know, first rounds of the fantasy draft. So
I fuck with it, bro. So, let's go to technically. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised. I guess I was surprised that Ruggs went, but then when I thought about it, the excitement and surprise, all that shit just went away real quick.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, I was like, Judy and Lamb could go anywhere because they're so dominant. So I really wasn't surprised about that. The first real surprise is this next guy.
Yeah.
At pick 26, quarterback, the fourth one off the board, Mr. Jordan Love to the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, man.
Just gave a deal to Aaron Rodgers. Just decided they wanted to be a run-heavy offense this year. Defense started looking better. Fuck it, we in championship mode. Let's go get Aaron Rodgers some pieces in the draft. All these receivers out here, fuck it. What do we do in the first round? Mr. Jordan Love, man, what kind of shit is that? Look, let me say this. If they plan on sitting him down for 2 years, I think it would help his whole career out because I don't think he's ready to play right now. If he goes in there, and I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to mentor him.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Hell no.
That's fucked up.
I'm not about to get you ready to take my job, bro.
He the ops, Jordan Love the ops.
Hey, at my job, they be bringing in these understudies to follow the supervisors around. And then, like, usually after like a month, you see that understudy with the job and be like, damn, you trained your replacement? Fuck that, bro. Look, he has to go in there with that work ethic on his own and learn from one of the best quarterbacks ever, bro, in NFL history, bro. I'm not going to flex.
Right.
Like, one of the brilliant minds, one of the best arms. He's smart. If he can go in there and learn on his own, learn that system, I really like the franchise. They always do good, always have great offenses, always do well with their drafting, whatever. I think in a couple of years, Jordan Love can be a top-tier QB, but he has to go in there, work on his mechanics, work on the way he fucking, like, he's so inaccurate sometimes. I think he rushes the ball out. So it's all and then he has times where it's like, damn, only he can make that pass, or only the greats make passes like that. So I like it. You're going to have to wait on it, but I like it. Long as he can go in there with his head straight and know that it ain't his quarterback spot right now. You know, you're going to go learn behind Aaron Rodgers. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think Green Bay works for him. And again, Aaron Rodgers might not be open with taking him under his arms, but Jordan's he's gonna learn regardless, just being in that environment. So he's gonna learn from Aaron Rodgers. And of course, as you guys know, from what I've seen in the past, they've, at least they think they got their franchise quarterback. I mean, look at Brett Favre, and then they drafted a guy out of Cali who hung out for a few years, and then he took his job. So this may be history repeating itself with Jordan Love coming in, taking Aaron Rodgers' spot in a few years. So if they think they got their franchise guy in terms of quarterback, and they see who went off the board, might as well. I know I actually got Jordan Love in a couple places in Dynasty, so I believe in the talent if Green Bay took him early. So one thing I will say, I didn't expect him to land with the Packers. I actually thought the Colts were going to get him. And of course, we'll get into day 2 as far as what happened there. But, this was another surprising pick for me. I thought Jordan would fall to the early second round.
True. So shout out, man. They scooted up to go get their guys. So, shout out to Green Bay, man. So I ain't mad at that.
I actually believe Aaron Rodgers will treat him a little bit nicer because of his situation with Brett Favre. Because he's been that rookie in that situation, I think that he might be nicer to him. Let's put it to it like that. Like he might do more mentoring.
Nigga.
He might not want to, but I think that he will actually end up being just more of a mentor. Just be like I said, he's already been that guy under Brett. So however Brett did him, if he didn't like it, I'm sure he will. You know what I mean? It's still your teammate. Hopefully, I know he's your replacement, but Aaron Rodgers already looked at himself as an older quarterback. He already understands that's where he's at.
Nigga, who told you that? That nigga just signed a 4-year deal.
I know. He
almost Jordan Love's whole rookie. That's almost Jordan Love's whole rookie deal.
But Aaron Rodgers ain't stupid. He can look around the league and see that he's technically on the older end of the quarterback. So he might not like the draft decision, but I don't think he's gonna take that out on the kid. I'll put it to you like that.
I ain't seen that nigga ever say 2 nice words about Brett Hundley, man.
Well, that's fucking Brett Hundley. That's why. 1. So,
Bro, Brett Hundley wasn't bad coming out of college, bro. And in preseason, it was like, damn, he can play. I think he never got no love from Aaron Rodgers. So when it was his turn to play, he never looked good in that offense, bro.
yeah, but you got to look at the draft capital, though. I mean, they didn't invest in a first on a Brett Hundley either. So this is a different dynamic here. But I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have some options. But really, Green Bay has options because a lot of these guys, young quarterbacks, you know, you can look at even the New Orleans situation with Drew Brees on a 2-year deal. Maybe after 2 years, Green Bay loves, you know, production and development's at. Maybe Aaron might end up in New Orleans. I know they just signed Jameis to a 1-year deal, but he got options, man, or even he might even go to the Patriots. So you got options.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a bad pick.
Yeah.
I just said he wasn't gonna mentor him. I would, if you was a quarterback that was this great, brought a Super Bowl to your team, you've been there forever, you sat and waited, you in championship mode right now, and they draft your replacement in the first round, you wouldn't feel no type of way?
I'm still doing my thing because I know I'm 40.
I mean, no. You still gonna do his thing.
Yes.
I'm talking about the mentoring side of everything.
I would, me personally, I would. I mean, I know the clock's ticking on me. You know, it's just a matter of how long do I see myself continuing to play, whether that's 2 years from now, 4 years from now. So really, you just got to start having those honest conversations with yourself. But I don't have a problem training up the next guy. But it seems like, you know, there's some riffles with that organization.
Exactly. Aaron Rodgers ain't been head on with that coach all last year.
So given that, maybe, you know, Aaron may just kind of, I don't want to say sabotage the situation, but he may look at it as, you know, fuck them. I'm gonna do my own thing, and you guys figure it out. Man. So I can see that.
Yeah, bro. Trust me. I don't think this is gonna go the way Jordan Love wants to go, but I hope it do though. It would be dope to be able to learn from Aaron Rodgers, bro. I ain't, you know, and even if you got to learn on, that's why I say you got to learn on your own, bro. Y'all going over the same plays, you're in the same damn rooms, and y'all going over plays and shit. You can watch, bro, and just learn.
Right.
Be the professional that he's being. So it is what it is. We got one more guy to talk about, man. He's been the talk of all these startup drafts, and either you're on board or you're not. I don't know if people are more on board for the player or the landing spot, but we got to talk about this shit because I was set in stone that Swift will be the first running back taken. Vic was pretty much set in stone that Taylor was going to be the first running back taken. We had that locked in. Hey, we taking Swift and Taylor no matter what. These niggas, the Chiefs took Clyde Edwards-Helaire with the 32nd pick in the draft. Motherfucking Twitter, fantasy Twitter blew up. All these draft chats blew up. I'm still somewhere trying to fucking process it all in. Look, he's probably one of the best all-around backs coming out of college this year. I don't think he's the best runner. He's probably one of the best natural route runners and you know, hand catchers coming out. Because I know that was, you know, a concern for Taylor and, you know, a little bit with Swift too. But how the hell, bro, he went to the Chiefs? Everybody wants to be a part of that offense. They just won a Super Bowl. Bro, if I was coming out of college and you was telling me I was going in the first round, I'm a running back, and I was good, I would never guess I'm going to the best offense in a spot that they need, bro. They need a running back. I'm pretty sure they don't want to keep playing Damian. I don't think they brought McCoy back. Yeah, they got Darwin, but we seen what they didn't want to do nothing with Darwin when he had his opportunity. So 101 in a lot of these rookie drafts that's not super flexes. It's on this hype train, and I just took on myself. So how do you feel, Vic? Where are you at on this Clyde Edwards-Helaire thing, man? Because landing spot is a motherfucker, and he was the only back taken in the first round.
Yeah. Was he the last pick of the first round too?
Last pick of the first round.
They won the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I didn't see it coming. Literally, I planted my flag on Swift. But let's take it back to the combine, man. So, you know, Clyde Edwards, he ran a 4.6. I know some may say, hey, that's a little bit slow for a running back, but Josh Jacobs ran a 4.6. So if you don't mind Josh Jacobs, you should definitely not mind Clyde in this offense. And mind you, at the combine, his vertical was a 37.5-inch vertical. So he's explosive. And like you said, he's probably the best receiving back coming out of college. He just won a championship with the LSU Tigers. So perfect landing spot, man. And of course, fantasy Twitter has been talking. Hey, this guy reminds us of Brian Rushbrook, and we saw what Andy Reid did with that build. So I like the landing spot. Dot, me and you, we co-GM a team. We had the 102 and the 103. The 101, someone took Joe Burrow, so we had to make a decision. I made it easy for us. We took Jonathan Taylor first because it's the coach. So that's the reason why we took him first. So, other than that, we was between Swift and Clyde Allaire, but it's a no-brainer at that point. The first running back off the board, he's going to the Chiefs offense. He's the next man up. Now, some of you guys might be like, hey, well, they still got Damian Williams and they just brought in DeAndre Washington. Well, Damian Williams on the 5th-year option, so he's going to be out of there after this year. I don't think they're going to bring him back. And then DeAndre Washington from the Oakland Raiders at the time came in on a 1-year deal. So this offense is going to be handed to Clyde Allaire. So definitely go get you some Clyde, man.
I'm excited about it, man. Give me a piece of that offense, bro. So yeah, I'm excited, man. So with that being said, out of all the spots, the landing spots, who do you think had the best landing spot, man?
The best landing spot, I got to go with Clyde Allaire, man, to the Chiefs. Defending Super Bowl champs. Their offense is crazy. They got the best tight end in the game, arguably. Receivers are fast as hell. And then you just plug and play a, rookie running back from day one, even if he's in the committee first year or half the season, don't matter. So Clyde Allaire, man, best landing spot.
All right, out of these, same here, bro. I figured out I wasn't even going to really super chime in, man. Just he landed with Pat Mahomes, bro. And then that offense, Andy Reid makes all his running back superstars as long as they can stay healthy. Bro, Damian Williams, low-key, is not that talented, bro. When he's healthy in that offense, he looks good. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, bro, I don't think you can ask for a better landing spot. So out of the quarterbacks, who do you think is going to have the most productive season? Fantasy and real life.
Man, I'm going to give it to Burrow, man. I mean, of course, who I'm taking first as far as, fantasy. I'm still leaning Tua, but I'm starting to kind of, want to consider and get some Burrow shares too. That way I don't miss out completely. But I feel like he's set up to just come in and, start throwing for hopefully over 3,000 yards as a rookie. They got AJ Green. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Of course, they got, John Ross, who's a speedster. They got Tyler Boyd. So just even that, he already got 3 pieces from day one. We're going to touch on a guy who they brought in during day 2, who's basically a AJ Green clone, just younger.
Your guy.
My guy. We're gonna touch on him during the next episode. And then, of course, they got Joe Mixon. So Joe Mixon is young. It seems like he's been in the league for 4 or 5 years, but he's only 23. He's about to be 24. They're probably going to have to franchise tag him a year just to figure everything out. So Joe has all the pieces, man. I don't know about their tight end situation. That's something I got to look into. I don't know
Drew Sample.
Okay, so maybe they got to fix that shit. But other than that,
he's an athletic tight end. He just played behind Eifert all last year. He got drafted last year, but for some reason, out of all these years Eifert been in the league, he just had his first healthy season. So you never seen no Drew Sample. Yeah, you never got to see Drew Sample because Eifert fucking played all last year. But now he's in Jacksonville. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I still say Burrow, he has the best opportunity because, like you said earlier, I mean, Tua may come in. They still may not want to rush him out into the field, and we may see some Ryan Fitzmagic first couple of weeks. So, but Burrow's out there week 1 starter.
I agree with you, man. I'm pretty sure, it's going to be Burrow just because he's going to be able to come straight in and learn because I've even been hearing whispers about Tyrod maybe starting a few games. So, who knows if Herbert and Tua are going to start day 1. So, I think Burrow already has the keys, and they're like, lead us. So I think that's, pretty set in stone. Out of the receivers in the first round, who do you think is going to have the most production? I was going to try to single it out like touchdowns, but just production first year.
Man, CeeDee Lamb, bro. I mean, again, you got, perfect offense for him. Of course, to the Cowboys, they're still going to play through Zeke, but they're going to throw the ball. And when you do, you got Amari. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And then, of course, you got Amari on the road. Sometimes he's going to show up. But I think CeeDee Lamb's going to be there. He's going to show up every game. They still got Michael Gallup. But I think CeeDee Lamb can easily step in and be the number 2 wide receiver from day one. and then as the season play out, be the number one. And, you know, having Amari Cooper as your number two, as crazy as that sounds, it could happen. Even if it happens next year, I'm okay with that. So, yeah, CeeDee Lamb, man. Give me CeeDee Lamb all day.
I think fucking Ruggs is going to walk himself into a whole bunch of stupid-ass production. Nobody's going to be happy about it. It might come spread it out, scattered out games, like a couple 200-yard games. Is like, yeah, he had most of his production in 4 games. So, but I think he's just going to walk his way into that production, man. I'm as many pieces as they have in Las Vegas. I'm not that excited about anybody but Waller, man. So we'll see. I think Ruggs is going to just end up with some fucking production, man. And it might not be the production you're happy about week to week, but he's going to have some production. So,
all right, man. Hey, before we close this out, man, who's going to be rookie of the year, or do we have to wait for day 2?
Let's wait for day 2 so we can just talk them all out. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
talk them all out. So, because there's some guys on day 2 that I'm considering. So we'll wait to talk them out. We ain't about to close this out. I got a question for DJ Avo.
What's good?
If he can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear
Hey,
you.
you got some music with Snell on it?
Like,
Anything?
technically, yeah. I do.
Anything that he won't get mad that we played?
That I
see,
don't know.
That's too much screening right there, man. You got to ask that question.
That I don't know.
I don't even know if we could play them. Hey, why we figure out the scout report if we even have one? Hopefully we don't.
do. We
Okay.
do, and I'm gonna tell why. But you can say what you about to say.
Well, first, we also had another draft, man. It's Pokemon draft. It's 96 team. So let's talk about that real quick, like who the Pokemon we picked. So just so you guys know, me and Dot, we're in a auction style league, pretty much where you bid on your players. It's 96 people in this league, and there are 8 copies of every player. So literally there are 8 Christian McCaffreys, 8 Lamar Jacksons, 8 CeeDee Lambs. You can only own 1 copy of each player. So first, I want to just tell you guys the Pokemon I picked. I'm in the Unova division. I don't even know where that's at, but my Pokemon is Durant. The reason why I picked him, well, I was like, first off, let me just Google black Pokemon, and then I just went with the coolest Pokemon that was black, and it was, Durant.
My nigga said he got a black Pokemon.
So I got a black Pokemon. His name's Durant, so I thought about Kevin Durant. And then his height, he's 1 feet tall or 1 foot, weighs 73 pounds. His weakness is fire. He's categorized as an Iron Ant. His type is a Steel Bug. And what's his abilities? Hustle and Swarm. So that's why I picked him, man. He hustles, you know what I'm saying? So it just made sense. Like, why else? So that's the picture of him. If you guys can see it, you probably can't. I don't know. But just look it up, Durant.
It's too bright. All right. 2 questions. His name is Durant. Does he have hands?
It's a spider, so he walks on like all 6 legs.
Damn. So your Durant doesn't have Twitter fingers. Damn.
Nah.
All right. Well, never mind. That was going to be the joke.
Who's your Pokemon, man? For
My Pokemon is Saladin, and I haven't really confirmed if that's how you pronounce his name,
Okay.
but I'm guessing that's what it is. He's a snake, bro. But like he evolves. Does your Pokemon evolve?
No, mine doesn't. So that's another reason why I picked him, because when everybody's evolving, my shit's still kicking y'all ass, in this fantasy football shit. The irony in that, bro.
Yeah, well, my shit evolved, right? And then but when it evolves, I can pick whether I wanted to be a woman or a dude. The woman is a sexy ass snake, and the man is an aggressive ass looking snake thingy. So, I don't really know which one I'm gonna pick. I'm still trying to decide. Me and Jazz was looking at it, but I will say this: move like a snake. Move like a snake.
All right,
move like a snake.
You got it, bro. I don't know if that's the noise it makes. I don't know if you got some Medusa shit going on. Hey, but tell them about the bidding war we got into, because I didn't know that was your Pokemon and we was bidding on the same.
Oh my gosh, Avo, listen to this. This is how much of a bro I am. So Vic was like, yeah, man, I'm bidding up on Lamar. I was like, cool, what's up? He was like, I dropped a bag on him. Don't tell nobody. I was like, bro, it's cool. I ain't gonna get your guys. So as I'm scrolling down from Lamar, I see somebody bid for AJ Brown. I said, all right. I see somebody bid for CD. I said, all right. And then as I'm looking at the names, they all lining up. Durant. I'm trying to think who the last guy was I seen you bidding on. There was one more guy. Who Yeah, I'm trying to think who it was. Don't tell me.
Okay. I was gonna tell you.
It was AJ, CD, Lamar. All right, tell me one more guy.
Was it Derrick Henry or Drew Lock?
It was Henry. I didn't see the lock. I seen the Derrick Henry. All these motherfuckers had Durant by him. It's 94 other people besides us two. And I knew it was Vic bidding these niggas up. I was like, this gotta be Vic. And I never asked him who it was. But then I went after my guy. I think I was bidding on Ruggs because he knew I was trying to see if I can get him cheap. And this motherfucking Durant nigga bid me up. And I was like, I know this is fucking Vic. And he's not even a Ruggs guy. When we talked on the phone, I was like, hey, bro, I'm going after Ruggs. Don't bid me up. He said, oh, that's you. I said, nigga, yeah, that's you. I fucking knew that was you without fucking talking to him. We in so many leagues. I just knew who his guys are. And my nigga aggressively going after his guys. I ain't mad at it, but I was just like, in a row, Durant, Henry, Lamb, AJ. I said, this nigga. So go get your guys. That's always the thing I always say. But right now, White Sound bid me up. I see he going for all these young guys. I'm getting Ruggs is kind of cheap right now. And it's like, damn, $60. I'm gonna get. I go up to 65. Somebody take me 66. I'm like, let me go look who else this nigga bidding on. I see all these young guys. I just text White Sam, bro, quit bidding me up on Ruggs, bro. I know this is you. And it was him. He texted back and said, well, how was I supposed to know this is you? Nigga, we should just know. We in too many leagues together. I know who y'all want.
That's crazy. Like when we talked about that on Saturday, I was like, nigga, you didn't tell me that was your Pokemon. So I had no idea. I still can't say his name, but now that I know, hell yeah, I'm gonna, take the foot off the gas, man, let you get some shit done. So my bad, bro.
My nigga Vic out here just bidding up niggas for no reason. I had to tell him, bro, don't end up with niggas you don't want on your team. My nigga was out here making niggas bid up for no reason, man.
Bro, I ended up with 3 QBs, and I'm gonna end up flipping ones, but we're gonna talk about that later, man. We're gonna talk about the auction style league, how to handle that. So this is my first auction. I'm learning a lot. I'm in here with a lot of analytical dudes that run numbers and crunch numbers. So we'll talk about that, man. So we'll say.
All right, that's cool. Pokemon League, shout out. I do want to say this: the reason why I asked Avo did he have anything with Snell in it is because, bro, play weak.
I ain't got that, bro.
You ain't got weak. It was on your Caking mixtape. How the fuck do you not have weak? You suck. It's this nigga dropped mixtapes and ain't got the songs to him. All right, so look, our brother got a birthday coming up.
Ready.
Our bro got a birthday coming up on the 1st, man. So I wanted to say that because I think we record after his birthday. So I was trying to shout it out, make him the scout report right here. Because since the 1st is coming up, I just thought it made sense. You feel me? So what I'm gonna do is shout out our brother Snail. What's up, Snail? It's really just what up, Snail, but
AKA Snell A. He out in LA.
Yeah, Snell A. So that nigga birthday Friday.
Shout out to Snell. Happy birthday, bro. We love you. Hey, did you find the track?
Happy birthday, fam.
You got the track?
I got a random verse.
All right, that's cool. Or even Busha
That's
Ego.
about the best I could do.
What about Busha Ego? That was one of his songs too. Or what about Spaz?
I got Boost My Ego right here.
We'll play Boost My Ego. You don't got
ego.
Hey, Spaz is my shit too, though, bro.
Spaz is hard. That was
bro.
Hey,
Spaz.
when I was doing all of them, bro, Vic, you was coming to like all my sessions, bro, and I was always like, I'm listening to them tracks over the past few weeks. I was always like, what up, Vic? Like all the fucking time, bro. And Spaz is one of them tracks that I was doing during that time. So
I ain't got Spaz.
That's cool. Explain the scouting report to the people.
All right, so look, the scouting report is what we do. It's the final segment that we always do right before we do the say something good to the people. And that's basically where we play a song from an up and coming artist, man, because we like to shine light on them for their hard work and what they do, their message. Clearly they do something in their music or with their words that we enjoy, man. So right now I wanted to do like one of these birthday shout outs, man, and we'll get back to spotlighting people that deserve the shit next week and everything. But this week, man, is about our motherfucking brother. Go back like 4 flats. Vic got the gummies, and I die for this nigga. So shout out to our brother, man, and he was a fire artist, and I it's so much I can say about him, but I would like to say thank you for getting on this tape. I hear Jizzle rapping. So what I'm about to do is let Avo turn this up for a minute so we can get to the hook. Shout out to the hook and shout out to the verse by Snell. So let's get to it for a little bit.
You let me know that I'm the man wherever we go. So go ahead and boost my ego, cause ain't nobody do it like you. I need you to boost my ego, yeah. Before I gotta leave it, yeah. I think she wants me. She on me every time she feel my presence. And it's pretty evident that she's on me. Yeah, you other girls could really learn a lesson. She's a true blue fan. Tells me I'm the man. Always hold me up like a bike kickstand. Every song of mine, she just love my verse. Every single time she see me, wanna stop and converse. Up in every club, screaming, play my song. Be Snell in a car when the car turn on. Be Snell in a dream. Be Snell in a seat. Be Snell in her laptop, desktop, CD. Repeat, iPod, shuffle, no way. She just play my songs in her headphones all day. Okay, anyway, yeah, she kinda cliche. She just love me cause I write. She don't want me for me, but it's cool. Anything I ask, shawty say yes, cause she treat me like a star. I ain't even on yet. Yeah, she tell me she in love. I ain't even bound yet.
I don't pick up when she call. All she want is phone sex.
Makes me feel good. I make her feel better. Wanna meet me at the studio, but I don't ever let her. She's a good promoter though. There's nobody better. Cause one thing that we know, she boots like a
That boy Snell, man. That boy Snell, boy.
Hey, when was that? Like what? 2012, 2011? When was that?
Yeah, we put it out in like 2011.
Yo.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was whew.
We was recording that shit and we was scoring that shit in 2010. I think we put it out 2011.
Yeah.
That was Not Your Average Mixtape. You can still get that on any streaming service that has mixtapes. Speaking of mixtapes, bro, I decided I'm about to drop 6 albums. All 6 albums that I worked on in my career. Not none of the mixtapes, because unless I could find a way to put them out as compilations without it costing money on everything. Because I'm not about to spend that bread to put them out there, but I'm about to just drop the 6 albums because people keep on asking me where can I find the music. So I'm just about to just put it out so people can enjoy it. So I'll keep you guys informed with that. That's just a side note.
Dope, bro.
6 albums. 6.
Yeah. I got to name 2 of them. I never came up with titles, but they're done. So
fair enough.
Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, man, that's it, man. Shout out to Snell. Hey,
happy birthday, bro.
Zoom meeting on Friday.
Whoop, whoop.
At some point. So that's that, man. All right. So DJ Avo, you're going to do say something good to the people last, since you started off the episode fucked up. So while me and Vic are going, come up with a fucking good one. All right, Vic, you start this shit off, bro.
All right, man. First, I want to thank everybody for listening to us. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode 40. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to this at. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple, all streaming sites. We're on YouTube. Just search Dynasty Bros FF. And you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Vic. But what I want to say is, me and my brothers, we all got a lot of April and May birthdays. And even for the bros whose birthdays fall outside of that, I just want to say I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You guys are, the reason why I am who I am. You guys, watch me grow from, middle school through high school through college, from a, boy to a teenager to a young man to a grown man. So I love my bros. We all got these April and May birthdays. Love y'all. So I just want to spread the love, man. So
fuck it. Remix. Piggyback. Love y'all. Love all my bros, man. My mom used to tell me all the time, like, hey, I appreciate your friends. Tell them I love them, and I'm glad that you got the friends you do. That just speaks volumes about, where we at now since middle school. Y'all done always kept me on the right track, and I hope I done did the same for y'all. So shout out to y'all, and y'all families are my family now at this point. And, we just done grew to be some great men, bro. I will say that, man. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate all y'all who's listening. The ones who didn't get to listen and ain't gonna listen, I'll probably text y'all motherfuckers tomorrow and say the same shit to y'all. So, I like y'all chat moments, man. You guys are great. So yeah, man. The whole fam, the whole gang, man. Love y'all. Keep working. Keep doing our thing. We good. All right, DJ Avo.
Hey, wait, before you go, hey, where can I follow you at, Dot? I don't know if you said that.
Hey, man, follow me at Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't say it, and make sure we make Avo do that too, because he didn't get to say it earlier. Follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on the gram and Dynasty Bro Dot on Twitter. I tried to say yours earlier, Avo. I probably fucked it up. So yeah, man, follow us at Dynasty Bros FF on Instagram too, man, and just follow us and subscribe on everything YouTube. We keep growing, we keep building. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to everybody who keep listening. Thanks to all the other podcast people to reaching out and working with us that don't have to do that shit, because you really don't have to. Networking is hard to come by in the entertainment field. So we appreciate everybody who's reaching out to us and adding value to our shit, because I hope we adding value to y'all. So thank y'all. So that's that.
Y'all can follow me at DJ Avo LXVE
I did
on
it right.
Instagram. At Dynasty Bro Avo on the Twitter.
I did
ain't
that
really
wrong.
on Facebook, so yeah. I just want to tell everybody, as things start to open back up, man, just be smart, be vigilant. Just be smarter out here. I just my wife just told me our mall's opening up on Saturday, so let's be real. Y'all don't need to go get shit, so keep your ass at home. But I'm sure nobody gonna listen. They're gonna be out here. I've already seen it in Atlanta. I've seen it in Chicago. Let's just be smarter people. That's all. Let's just be smart. Let's just move vigilantly. I guess that's a word. It is now.
Vigilantly.
Other than that, I always thank y'all for being my bros, because I get to tell my nieces the stories about my friends and about how successful they are in all their different type of fields, and how we somehow, the majority of us somehow as young black men we ain't in no trouble, bro. Like we doing good as young black men. We are not statistics, even though some of our lives may have started out, we could have easily been. So it's like I'm happy I get to always tell my nieces all about that. Like, yo, look at my friend group. If you need to look at anything, look at my friend group. They will show you that, nah, man, you can do anything you want to do and be successful. We got engineers. We got people that we got a nigga that just literally know all about logistics and boxes and shit. We got military friends. We got athletic friends. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, it's just, we're very blessed, man. So shout out to all y'all. At all, and shout out to God.
He didn't name nothing I did in that list.
I'm good at video games, bro.
I didn't name nothing I did in that list.
He didn't say we got niggas that do music. Nothing, bro.
Call of Duty. Madden,
we got that too.
Fantasy football.
My homies got degrees, some don't. Like
we right in his face doing this podcast with him, and he didn't name none of the shit we do, bro.
He ain't shit, bro.
This nigga love all his other friends but us, bro.
Avo the ops, man.
This nigga ain't shit, bro.
Avo the ops, bro. He got an Xbox. These Xbox guys.
Early, bro. He started off on a bad note, and he ended.
Good.
This nigga didn't do nothing but try to pay homage and still ended on a bad note.
Nah, that's cool. Avo, hey, where can they follow you at? Though? I don't know if you said that.
I did.
Okay,
this nigga Vic keep on asking.
Bro, I'll be man. I play some football, high school, middle school. I don't know if the CTE kicking in or what, but my bad, bro.
Lord Jesus.
Hey, well, I do want to say this before we close, man. So we do got a comedy show that we're hosting next Friday. So again, check out the Facebook page, Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. That way you can register, and we planning to live stream these episodes weekly going forward. So just look out. For the page on Tuesdays, we'll give you an hour and a half heads up, because we got 3 families we got to coordinate with. So just work with us on the flexibility, but we promise to drop the episodes every Wednesday morning too on the streaming sites.
Every Wednesday morning on the streaming sites.
Every Wednesday.
That was fire.
All right, man.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna close it. That shit was kind of weak, bro.
I know.
That's cool.
Hey, remember how we used to have you close the episodes when we was recording early?
What's good? All right, everybody. Stay up. Stay good. We go. We out. I'm lit. We go. Turn it off, Vic. I don't want to see y'all no more. We've been